Welcome to another Save Your Books video. I'm just going to show you a little bit about how I touched up the color on the edges here after I had finished rebacking these with new leather spines. So one thing I'd like to point out is that I didn't do any color touch-up to this sun-faded area. I think that would have been a mistake to do that because I don't think anything I could do would have improved it enough to make a difference. And it would have looked like something had been done. So this is an example of what the top edges looked like before I did the color turn-ins, color touch-up to the turn-ins. As you can see, the leather is sticking out, some of the paper is broken, there can be some dirty spots here just because it was, it's hard to do to get the leather in there neatly. Here's another example. And here we've got that, just if anybody wants to see what that is. There you go. So these are the kinds of things I'm dealing with, and then this is what they wind up looking like when I'm done. And so, for instance, with a book like this where I've got this purple paper, I took this brown Japanese tissue and I got out some colored pencils and I just scribbled on the color until I got close to this color. It's actually really nice to start with a neutral brown when you're doing this. It tends to blend really nicely. As you can see, I did manage to get the color correct so that it blends really nicely. Here's another example, this gray. That can be a little tricky. In that case, I took this gray color, which was not exactly perfect. You can see it's a little too dark. And then I played around with the color on the edges until I found a good match. And this one was hard. Lighter colors are harder than darker colors. And here is what I'm working on now, is this brown. And I thought I would look at what do you do if you don't have any brown color paper to start with. So I took this white color and I colored on it with this, first thing I did was color on it with this brown. And you just kind of have to play around with the colors and see what you can find. And then I added another darker brown. And I did it more neatly than this. This is just a demonstration. And then some green, because it felt like there was some green in this color. And then I actually used a damp Q-tip and blended it a little bit. And that kind of did it. Anyway, this is what it came out with. And it's not ideal, but I think it's going to be close enough for what I'm working on here. And it'll blend more when it gets in there. The reason to start with a brown instead of a white is because if it wears away, you're going to be able to see the white underneath, and you don't really want to see that. So anyway, colored pencils and Japanese tissues can really help you make things blend in and disappear. As you can see, this has really worked out well. All right, thanks for watching. Hey there, are you working on a book repair project but you need a little more help? Well, you can go to my Reddit page called The Bindery and we can talk about it. You can also subscribe to my newsletter through my website, or just become a member and you'll have access to many more hours of videos that are more in-depth and may help you with your project.